KASFAA Outreach Training presents common FAFSA issues. These are common FAFSA issues and they will be discussed in this video. Students and parents need to use their exact Social Security number and legal name on the FAFSA. If they don't, issues arise when the FAFSA is matched with the Social Security Administration. When indicating gender on the FAFSA, the student needs to select their gender at birth. This will determine if they are required to register for selective service. Many families believe that if the parents are not paying for school or don't claim the student on their taxes, that this makes the student independent. For FAFSA purposes, a student is considered dependent until they can answer yes to at least one of those questions. If a student does not meet any of those conditions, but feel that they have a unique circumstance, they should discuss that with their financial aid office. Oftentimes, students are unsure which parent's information should be used in the case of separated or blended families. You will report two parents if your parents are married to each other, your parent is married to a step-parent, your parents are unmarried but living together, same-sex parents who are living together or married both go on the FAFSA. In the case of divorce or separation, report the parent you lived with the most the past 12 months. If you didn't live with either parent more, report the information for the parent who provided 51% of your financial support the past 12 months. If this is equal, then the student can determine who they will put on their FAFSA. If the parent on your FAFSA has remarried, you must report your step-parent, regardless of whether the step-parent has legally adopted the child or not. A student should answer yes to the foster care or ward of the court question if they were in foster care or dependent of the court at any time after the age of 13, regardless if they are no longer in foster care or ward of the court. Those included in the household sides include members of the household and others that the family is providing support for. Undocumented parents should still be put on the FAFSA if the student is a dependent student. The undocumented status of a parent does not affect the student's FAFSA federal aid eligibility. If a parent is undocumented, then their Social Security number will need to be filled out as all zeros. Undocumented students, DACA students, are not eligible for federal financial aid or state aid from the state of Kansas. If an undocumented student attended an accredited Kansas high school for 3 or more years, graduated from an accredited Kansas high school, or earned a GED, they can have in-state tuition at any post-secondary educational institution in the state of Kansas. They also have to sign an affidavit saying that they will file an application for citizenship as soon as they are eligible to do so. A student in this situation should check with the school to which they are applying. If a family is unclear what assets to include on the FAFSA, they should use the help hints on the FAFSA. If a student is a dependent student who owns qualified educational benefits or education savings accounts such as Corvidell savings accounts, 529 college savings plans, the value of the investment is reported under the parent section, not the student. Here are a few examples of items to report in untaxed income and items not to report. In the Help and Hints box on this section, there will be additional details of what to report and what not to report. But here are a few examples. The FAFSA may not accurately reflect the current financial situation of the family. In this case, the student should discuss the possibility of a professional judgment with their financial aid office. Using these tips will help you survive FAFSA completion.